Well, happy Friday afternoon, everyone. Backyard Brian here, and going to share something a little bit different with you on my Facebook Live this Friday. I know I've got a lot of friends out there in business, and so when we're in business, we have to figure a lot of things out. And I'm going to kind of take you behind the scenes and show you some things that we've been working on that we don't have all figured out yet, but we're working on, so that you can kind of maybe learn from the process. Maybe it helps you. Maybe you've got ideas that you'll see and you can chime in and let us know. But it's kind of a behind-the-scenes tour of our shop. And how we got to this place is we asked the question, why? Now, I've always heard that my babysitter said that when I was a kid, I asked why more than any kid they'd ever seen. So I just, asking why comes naturally to me. But asking why is very important, because every industry kind of has norms, it has ways of doing things. And if you want to just be like everybody else and compete like everybody else, then do what everybody else is doing. But if you really want to do something significant and you want to make a difference in your community and you want to build a successful business, you've got to think differently and ask those questions. And so one of the questions we asked is, why do we build every component of a deck or another backyard home improvement project on site in the weather, out in uneven conditions and difficult spots and stuff? And so we said, well, what if we started building some of these things in a shop? A shop is a controlled environment, has a lot of advantages. It allows us to work in all kinds of weather. It allows us to keep our tools set up. It allows us to handle our material better. It also, allows us to take people whose skills are maybe not as advanced, and in a more structured environment, they can be productive, so they can get paid while they're learning the skills of being a carpenter. But it also has challenges, like, okay, now we've got to be responsible for handling and moving the material rather than the material showing up on a job site and we just work there. We also have to figure out, if we make things in sections that are heavy, how do we handle those things? But we think the pluses outweigh the minuses, or at least we're going to find out, and we're going to keep working, because we know a couple things. One is that if we can be productive, that is our business. We can get more things done. We can serve more clients. Our team members can do a lot better for them and their families. And then second, if we can move faster through our work, then when we're on site, then it's less inconvenience for our clients, and it's a much better experience for them. So, we started with a shop that was kind of a traditional woodworking shop, had certain tools in it and stuff, and then we got to working and realized that we really didn't need a lot of the things that were in a woodworking shop to build deck components. And so we simplified down, but we needed space because we had to move materials. So even this is an evolution. So now we've got the table saw set up here. We've got kind of our finer finish miter saw back here. We've got a radial arm saw for doing cutoffs here, and then we've got our assembly tables, and we've built racks that store our lumber, and they've got wheels on them so we can move them around. These are all things that came as a result of working and trying and asking the question, how can we do this better? And so I don't know what it is in your business that you've kind of got to figure out, like, how do I do this better, or how do I do this differently? And one of the advantages that you can, or one of the things you can do, is talk to people in other industries about how they do things. That's been one of the most valuable things for me. For me, I'm a part of some different groups that help me do that. I'm a part of an Iron Sharpens Iron mastermind group with Aaron Walker, and I got an awesome group of guys there that I've been a part of, and they're in all different industries all over the country. And so I'm hearing about how different types of businesses solve different problems. I've also got a local group called Pro that we meet on Friday mornings, and in there we help each other with our businesses. And those opportunities allow me to learn from other businesses, do other things, rather than just doing things the way everybody in our industry has always done them. And by doing that, we really feel like we can get a better result. But it's not easy, and sometimes it's costly, and sometimes you make mistakes, and so you just got to kind of get up and keep on going. So don't know what you're working on, what you're trying to solve in your business, but But don't be afraid to ask the question why. Don't be afraid to try something. Don't be afraid to do something different. And when you do, you might get a good result. And so we'll update you here in a little while as to how this is going. But this week, the first 2 decks that we built with prefabricated deck sections built in the shop went out of here and we installed them. And one project went a little better than the other one. We learned a few things. The complexities of the project was such that we probably wouldn't try to prefab that one again, but the other one went very smoothly. And so now we've learned a few things, and so we'll improve on that for next time. So anyway, hope everyone has an awesome Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. Go be a blessing to those around you. Enjoy your family and your community, and we will talk to you later.